had a great conversation with a CEO the other day. Basically, the conversation was all about, what's next in his business. He wanted to take stock of the strategic direction in his business and what lies ahead. Now, this obviously is a very broad topic, and I think the more complex your business structure, the more difficult it becomes to get buy-in, input, and buy-in engagement from your team, the top management team, and then to determine from that what lies ahead. The basic process that you need to follow is to make sure that there's communication within the team on a strategic level. And from what I see, often we get engaged in day-to-day operational matters and we don't take the time to reflect. Or when we do it, it's a once-a-year thing, and it's a presentation by the CEO and by management, and there's a passive audience sitting and listening. Now, for me, that's very one way in communication. I would like to see something more two-way happening. So what I like to do is I get the perspectives of your top management team, and I first collate information on that, and then we have something to talk about. To be bold in business, you have to trust your team leaders so that they can say what they want to say. We must empower them to say that, listen, you're not just a team leader. There's not just an internal focus. You are a leader, first of all, within the abstract realm that you function in, the field of expertise that you work in. You are a leader there. Now, once we say there's a broader perspective towards the role that you fulfill in this company, then we see people doing some more environmental analysis. They look a little bit broader to identify different trends within their specific field of focus. Then when they come and present to the team, not just to you, then they speak not just of the internal focus, but also of a little bit of a broader perspective that they have. I think this is extremely important. I think it's important to empower your top management to speak from their area of expertise, not just for them to manage, but for them to lead. So, if you want to be bold in business and move forward, let's get your top management team, however which way you coin them, top management, senior management, team leaders, whatever. Let's get them aligned and on the same page to what the strategic direction of your business is. Give them the opportunity to speak. Give them the opportunity to go and explore, to fulfill a more boundary spanning role, and to look at what's happening within your industry. How do I do it? Well, the first thing I do is as I said, I collate the information. I get information from them. I basically send them a questionnaire. And I say, listen, tell me, what is it that you see? What's your vision, your dream? What do you think should start in your section, your unit, but also in the broad organization? What's not working? What should we stop? And what's working well so that we can expand on whatever is working well? Now, just to get them thinking about that, provides them with the opportunity to speak, to put some topics on the table, so that you in your senior management team can then sit and reflect on those issues and work with them. We don't stop there. From there, we need to say, listen, all right, it's on the table now. What do we do with it? What are the action plans, the projects, the campaigns, the strategic drivers, the reinterpretation of our values? What do we need to do to make sure that the things we see here are actually happening? All of this with your leadership in mind, your leadership focus as well. From top to the middle order of leadership, we can target all of them and get their views on the table. So if you ask me, what does it take to be bold in business? To say, all right, this is what we need to move forward. Let us start with your top management team. Give them the opportunity to show their competence, to stand up and be recognized, and to speak so that you can listen. And from there, let's make a plan to make things work. It's time to be bold in business. It starts with how you mobilize the leadership in your organization.